Anthony, you're live. What can I do for you?
Yo, should I try to move Kamara for Achane and L?
No.
No?
I like Kamara a lot. I still think he's fantastic. I think ETN is not. If ETN was like grabbing his job back, maybe.
For Dell though, I have big.
I like Dell. I like Dell, but I think Dell is still somebody you buy low enough. You don't go out and send a. I think Kamara's like top 3, top 4 running back still, bro. I get it. He hasn't done well the last couple of days or weeks, but I mean, what are you gonna do, man? You're gonna really get rid of a top 5 running back on the year for, a running back in ETN that's a current backup to Bigsby and Dell, who you should buy low.
Hold on. I don't think you heard me.
Okay.
Achane and Dell.
Oh,
for
Achane
Kamara.
and Dell. Achane and Dell for Kamara. I want Achane and Dell. I thought you said ETN, bro. Chad, did he?
No, Achane.
Did he say? Chad, did he say ETN? I heard ETN, bro.
I'm gonna rewatch it. I don't know. Maybe I do.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold the phone. I'll take a lap if I. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me get the phone lines up. There we go. Hit me with your
for Achane and L.
Oh, you. No. It sounds like you're saying ETN. You said Achane and Dell. Hold on.
Yeah, I heard it. Yo, should I try to move Kamara for Achane and L?
It sounds like ETN. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Achane and Dell by a country mile over Kamara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It totally sounded like
right,
you
bro.
said ETN, bro. It was almost like there was a lot of people are saying you said ETN. Then they're saying it did sound like you said ETN. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, Achane all the way, bro. I'd rather have Achane over Kamara straight up. You get Achane and Dell on one side. I want Achane and Dell all day long. All right, later, bro. Appreciate you.
Okay. All right, bro. Yep.
All right. Let's see here. We got a couple pieces of news here, or a couple of super chats here from Matt. Appreciate you, Matt. Appreciate you, Aaron, dropping those on. All right, Jay, you're live.
What's up, Smitty?
Hey, Smitty.
Two quick questions.
Go ahead, Jay.
Keon Coleman for Deontay. Should I trade Deontay?
Hold on.
Coleman?
Hold on. Who's talking right now?
This is J Mac.
Okay, J Mac. Hold on, Jay. J Mac. I'm going to Jay. Hold on, Jay.
Okay.
Rags. Go ahead, Jay.
I appreciate it, Smitty. Hey, I got a trade offer that I'm considering. Was wondering if I could get your take on it. So I would be giving up Jaden Daniels, Worthy, and James Conner, and I would be getting Pittman, Debo, and Monty.
Hit me with that whole thing one more time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. So I would be getting Pittman, Debo, Monty. I'd be giving up JD5, Worthy, and Connor. I have Josh Allen. That's why I'm willing to give up JD5.
Worthy and Connor. I would take Monty, Debo, and Pittman for JD5, Worthy, Connor if it's a 1 QB and you have Josh Allen. Yes, these are two very, very big gun players. And by the way, yeah, I realize I know a lot of you are saying I put the wrong clipping up of the Diggs injury. That one was the troll Schefter account that I put up. I screen grabbed the wrong one when I was coming in. My bad, but the news is still very much waiting for an ACL confirmation. So regardless of that clipping, I was moving quick, so you guys can relax on that particular tweet. I grabbed the wrong one. That's my fault, but it doesn't change the fact we're waiting on an ACL confirmation. All right. Yeah, bro, you still on the phone, Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Debo's a top 5 to 10 wide receiver once back from the bye week or at least 7 to 12. Monty's a top 10 running back, top 8 to 12 at the very worst case. JD5, your dilemma every week of Josh Allen and JD5 is real. And so this helps alleviate that question each week. And I think Josh Allen's still somebody that you just don't bench, period. Worthy and Connor are very good pieces, but not, I'd rather have Debo and Monty over Worthy and Connor, straight up. Like, both these players are better than both these players. So easy call. Good maneuver. Good maneuver.
Thanks, Smitty.
All right, bro. Later.
Later.
Ron Navy with a $20 super chat. Let's see what Ron Navy's cooking up real quick, and then I'll clear the phone lines off. How about those Steelers? And I got screwed out of $2,700 because Pickens' TD got called back, but the Steelers 6-2 and Najee and Warren starting. Najee and Warren are starting to get going. And so, look, Najee looks like a whole different player. I feel like they sat him down and they said, if you don't rush for 100 yards, we're going to absolutely cut you. That's what it felt like. It feels like he's absolutely 100%. Looking like he's a whole new man. Slayer, you're live real quick. Then I'll go over to J-Mac. Slayer, go as fast as you can, pal.
Oh man, this is a big one. I might have to call back then.
Yeah, we.
I'm 7-1. I'll just call back. I'll call back later.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I need your time.
Well, bro, this type of time of the season, you're not getting 5 minutes on the phone line, bro. It's 30-second phone calls pretty much all year long. There's just too, like, narrow the question down real quick.
We're shorting it down then. I got Racy. As you know, he's on IR.
Yeah.
The Pacheco, K9, and B-Rob owner wants him for next season because he's like 2-7 or 2, whatever the hell. Who should I go for? Pacheco, K9, or B-Rob?
Pacheco, K9, or B-Rob.
And,
I'm going
yeah.
Kenneth Walker, then Pacheco in that order. That's how I rank them. I love Pacheco, but K9 is still, I still roll with K9. All right, appreciate you, bro.
K9, B-Rob. Oh, wait, keep K9, Pacheco, then B-Rob?
Kenneth Walker, Pacheco, B-Rob.
Okay, sweet. All right, later,
bro. Yeah, and yes, no, we don't have a confirmation. Read the screen. Stefon Diggs, torn ACL, waiting confirmation. We're still waiting confirmation. It's not for sure. Michael, best wide receiver to buy for fantasy, Tyreek Hill, DK, Debo, Nico. Those are the four guys. Derek, appreciate you. Why couldn't Daniel Jones throw that pick earlier? I lost by 2.1, but I'll be 5-3. Still have a winning record. I'm sorry, broski. I'm sorry. Ron Navy, nice job with your Steelers, bro. Either way you got. Look, Russell Wilson, I think is we'll find out if he can continue his play against a solid defense next week and look solid the entire game. I feel like they should have. It's hard to tell with the penalties what this game really looked like. I'll be honest, on both sides, but there's still some moments there. I think Fields would have also won this game, and I feel like they would have had a higher score, to be honest. But that's just me. Who would be a good trade target for Kareem Hunt? Nico, if you had to throw in a little more. DK, Debo, Kenneth Walker, Pacheco. Those would all be fantastic moves. Kareem Hunt and Pacheco would be hard, but to pull off that. And let me get to these super chats in a second. Appreciate Ron Navy's. I got a little bit of a list here I got to get to, so let me get the phone line cleared. Dre from Jersey, you're live as fast as you can, pal.
Uncle Smitty, I'm not winning with Devontae Adams. I got to shift him. What do you think I could get for him?
Devontae Adams for a player? Pacheco?
Yeah, I mean, I could get Pacheco.
I think you give up a little more, you get Hill.
All right, thank you, Unc. I appreciate you.
Later, bro. J-Mac, you're live.
What's up, Smitty?
What's up?
I got Devontae Smith for Keon Coleman. What do you think about that?
D. Smith for Keon Coleman. I'd rather have Devontae Smith, and I love Keon Coleman, but bro, you can't buy that. You can't. Yeah, you got to value D. Smith over Coleman right now. You can't. We're nearing that territory maybe, but like that's a expensive valuation.
Yeah, I didn't want to get too ahead of myself. What about Amon Ra for Nico?
I think you can make arguments on either side of that. I think if, you could afford to wait, Nico could be a little better. But I think, you need the points now. They're pretty damn close. St. Brown's already had that bye week. I'm fine with St. Brown. I love both of them.
Okay. Thanks, Smitty.
All right, later, bro. Ron says they have a bye next week. You know what I'm saying. Okay, 10 team PPR, Hurts, Walker, Cook, Dobbins, Irving, Lamb, Olave, BT, Reed, Cooper, Otten, Hawkinson, Kincaid. Doesn't feel like a league-winning team quite yet. Thoughts and ideas. I would probably say, look, Cook got on his horse. Like we were saying on this channel, he would bounce back. Get Ray Davis. Make sure you have the duo. I'm selling Dobbins off the touchdown. Dobbins and BT, maybe BT being hurt. Dobbins and Cooper. Whatever you can do to get maybe some sort of buy low type of scenario that, I don't know, centers around. I love Pacheco. I love Walker. I love Kamara. I even buy Neighbors right now if I can on the low, semi-low. Nico, DK, Hill, Samuel. These are all very, very good buy lows, my broski. So if you were to package, Cooper and Lamb for just even Pacheco for DK, the Pukas and those players were so easy to get, week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Hard to say what you can get now. Buy low season is becoming tougher. BT and JK might get you one of those bigger end players of the list that I just showed you, but that would be where I would go. Amari Cooper, BT, Olave. Keep Reed because no one's valuing him enough with either Bucky or Dobbins. I keep Walker. I keep Cook. You already have Walker, so you obviously can't target him. Look, Walker and Cook are good. Hurts is good. Lamb is good. You are maybe one move away. Olave and JK for just Tyreek Hill. That would be fantastic. That would be one of the better moves you can make, bro. Okay. Let's see here. Derek, appreciate your super chat earlier. We got Michael, best wide receivers to buy low in Dynasty. I said that already. I still think I still buy guys like Tyreek Hill and Debo, especially because, like, even Cooper Kupp, especially since they cost, like, I've given up things like multiple second rounders for Cooper Kupp. It's wild. I definitely love buying the veterans a ton right now. Traded JMO and Chase Brown for Jacobs. Yeah, you need an RB that's Smitty approved. Jacobs is hard to buy low now, so that seems about right. 5 and 3 trading my Amon Ra, Hunt, and Pacheco, Najee for Breece, Braylon, London, Downs. I think it could be very even, bro. Amon Ra and Pacheco are pretty damn close to Breece and London. The rest is very arguable. I think Najee and having Hunt, I think that top side, it's put over the top a little bit, bro. Pacheco and Amon Ra over London, Breece, Braylon. I think I don't know, though. I think I lean toward the Amon Ra side. It's close, but Pacheco is it's not going to probably be a timeshare. It's going to probably be the Pacheco show. So I would bank on that, but I like both sides. They're both very good. Smitty have Achan, Bijan, JT, Bigsby, wideouts are Amon Ra, BT, Olave. Got offered Chase for my Amon Ra and JT thoughts. Got offered Chase for my Amon Ra and JT. Amon Ra and JT crush just Jamar Chase, bro. You can't do that trade. Amon Ra's a low-end wide receiver 1 at the very least. And JT's a mid running back 1, maybe close to high-end running back 1 in the current market, running back market that we're looking at. Can't stomach starting 2 Giants, Neighbors, or a healthy Tracy next week. Jay, I hear you. Maybe you can trade Tracy away. I don't think I'd trade Neighbors right now, bro. Got offered Amon Ra for his Kyron. I'd take Kyron Williams in a millisecond. But I love both players, obviously. Kupp or DK. I'm going to go Kupp because DK is currently banged up. That's an easy call for me. Can I add one from waivers? Pick one, McConkey, Tillman, or Coleman. I'm going to say Coleman, then McConkey and Tillman are pretty close. McConkey's playing great. So it is what it is, but I probably lean toward Coleman, but it's very close. Very close, bro. Trade Mason for what? You can't trade Mason anymore, bro. Like, the time's over. Time for trade Mason was when I created the trade Mason video and what you could do with it. You could maybe try for Pacheco. I doubt you get it. You could maybe try for Tank Dell. You could maybe try for a Worthy. You could maybe try for a quarterback upgrade into a doubted Mahomes. You could maybe try for a tight end like Laporta. Those are the only shots you really have at this point, because not only is he injured again, he has a bye week, and then he's coming back to either a committee or a triple committee. Was offered Dell for Chuba. Also, I take Dell. Also have Brooks. I'd rather have Dell and Brooks. I'm not worried about having the cuffing situation. I'd just rather have Dell and Brooks. Knicks backup and Hopkins for AR5 Jaden Reed. Give me AR5 and Jaden Reed, not because of AR5, but because of Jaden Reed. 100%. Especially if you don't need, you don't need AR5 at all. That boy with this one, 1099 2QB double flex. K1, JD5, JJ, MHJ, Debo, Bijan, Achane, Ingram, Moore, Dell at flex, bench, Knicks. Where do I upgrade? Thanks for everything. Go Cardinals. And just because I see a couple people commenting, do not drop Diggs yet. Just because a few of you are not reading the actual breaking news headline. 2QB double flex league. K1, JD5. JJ, MHJ, Debo, Bijan, Achane, Ingram, Moore, and Dell at flex. Bench, Knicks, McMillan, Worthy, Laporta. Where do I upgrade? I love your QBs. JJ, MHJ, Debo's fantastic. Honestly, there's not a lot to upgrade here. There's not a ton on your bench to even do anything with, other than maybe you're using Ingram or Laporta with maybe one of your players like DJ Moore or Dell to upgrade them using the tight end. So you try and get a Hill using Dell or DJ Moore. You try and get a DK or Debo, etc. using one of the tight ends. I honestly would rather keep Laporta than Ingram because I love Laporta still. I'm not afraid of Laporta doing great the rest of the way. Need a QB. Have Dak, want Allen. Have Hill, Reed, Dell, Coleman, Pearsall, JSN, Gibbs, Mixon, Achane, Charbonnet. 4 and 4. Need a QB and have Dak, and I want Allen. You're not getting Allen unless you give up a Mixon, Achane, Gibbs, or Hill. Like, this is not. You could try Reed and Dak, but bro, I don't know if that's gonna happen. You could try maybe if you gave up like a Mixon or someone, which I don't want you to do, but if you did, you could get maybe the quarterback upgrade and get something back at RB that you kind of like a Bigsby or something, like Mixon for Bigsby and Josh Allen, and you give them Dak. There's no real way to do this, bro. Maybe if I'm trading anybody, I'm not trading Gibbs. I'm not trading Mixon personally. I'm not trading Achane. If you had to trade Hill into a wide receiver to get that QB swap, I would do it. Past that, I'm standing down because your team's straight fire, and I think you're trying to mess with something that's working. 4 and 4, 2 QBs, 10-team PPR. Not sure what to do going forward. Team is JD, Mahomes, Bijan, Connor, DK, MHJ, Tank, Tracy, McMillan, Benz. I'd probably say you don't have a lot of trade opportunity, bro. I think with this team, you've been hit by some delays and some Mahomes struggling, Bijan struggling early on. DK got hurt. MHJ's been hitting hot and cold. I think with Tank Dell and Keon and everything you got going on here, you're probably trying to trade some of the lower pieces like Lad McConkey or Keon Coleman with Connor to maybe upgrade into a player like Kamara. Kamara seems like the best option. You could say Walker, but is that enough? Is Connor close enough to Walker that you say screw it? Pacheco close enough? I mean, you might want Connor over Pacheco. So maybe Tracy and Keon or Tracy and Ladd for a Pacheco. For a player like that, maybe an upgrade at, from Kincaid to Laporta, I throw in like a Tracy or a Ladd or a Keon. Past that, bro, your team is really good. I don't know that I'm messing too much with that. Some of you guys got some amazing teams. So traded Amari Cooper and Dalton Schultz for Bucky and Ferguson. I could get behind that. That's a solid trade. Seems crazy, but I have Amon-Ra and Reed, so I have that depth I need. Yeah, I like that move. I think that's a good move. I think trading for Laporta right now is fantastic. Fantastic move. Superflex QB Mahomes, AR5, Flacco, Gibbs, Achane, Chase Brown, Bucky, Tyreek, Dell, Worthy, Jennings, Kincaid. Any moves? I'd probably say with this team, you could use a Superflex. You guys are all giving me Superflex questions tonight. You could use a QB move, but like Kyler or Dak is on the buy low maybe, but I don't think you're getting Dak for AR5 and Flacco. Even if you threw in like a Chase Brown, you could try throwing a Jennings. You could try a Worthy, a Bucky. I would throw any one of those in to upgrade my QB situation. But past that, Gibbs and Achane, Tyreek, Dell, Worthy, I think you're good, bro. Get rid of one of the tight ends to try and upgrade one of those QBs or upgrade AR5 Flacco combo. But you're going to be hard-pressed to do it. No one's going to do that. QBs are rarely traded in Superflex, I find. And honestly, there's not a lot here to move unless you're going to trade like Dell and Chase Brown for like one slightly better player. Honestly, I think this team is really solid as well. I'm just trying to move one of those tight ends with Chase Brown, one of those tight ends with Worthy, one of those tight ends with Jennings to upgrade the QBs into the lowest of the slightly better QBs than the AR5 Flacco territory, like Kyler, like Dak. Dak is one of the cheaper players you can get at the QB position, even in Superflex, and I think he's still able to air it out, like as shown in the final quarter of this week's game. Currently 6-2, 10-team PPR. Allen, CMC, Jones, Jefferson, Terry, Kelsey, Dobbins, Mason, Bucky. Any recommendations? Trying to get rid of Mason and Dobbins together somehow. Maybe Scary Terry and Mason for one stronger, bigger, better player. Maybe you trade, here's a list of those buy low RBs and wide receivers. The green check marks are done. Windows closed, not able to buy low anymore. But you could get rid of Dobbins and maybe Bucky or Mason and Dobbins, or Mason and Bucky, Aaron Jones and Dobbins, Aaron Jones and Mason. Trying to get that Tyreek Hill player, trying to get that Alvin Kamara on the cheap, playing with a broken hand, having bad games consecutively makes him a very good buy low. Somebody I think you could definitely attack in a trade. This one here from Herb, appreciate you, 12-team flex, 7-1, but before the games I traded Smith, Bigsby, Tracy, Dowdle for DK, JMO, Pacheco. Love that trade. That's a fantastic trade, to be honest with you. Teams Mahomes, very good team. Very good team. Mahomes, JJ, Reed, Henry, Saquon, Kincaid, Kraft. Nope, don't want to move anything here unless you're moving one of the tight ends with, let's say, Reed to upgrade into Tyreek Hill, or one of the tight ends and, let's say, Dell to upgrade into a Tyreek Hill, or something along those lines. You got Pacheco. Pacheco is one of the better buy lows this week. I think DK is pretty intriguing as well, like a Dell and bench piece. Dell and one of the tight ends for a DK or a Debo potentially. That's about all I would look to do with that team. Your team is absolutely straight fire. A lot of these bigger questions, you guys, your teams look great, and I don't necessarily want to move them. I feel like this is the most questions in a row. I haven't really wanted to make any trades. You guys have assembled monsters. Will you trade London and Shakir for Nico and McMillan? I would rather have Nico now that we're inching closer to Nico coming back. I really think Nico is a top 5 wide receiver, but I think that London's playing out of his mind, and you're not wrong to want either one. Give up Downs for Pacheco in a heartbeat, or Flacco coming back. I want Pacheco, bro. I like Downs a lot, but I want Pacheco. Pacheco's an RB, and he's a starter. Traded Reed and Chase Brown for London. I could go either way because I like Reed a lot, but I think that's a good move. I think for you, you're going to like that. Tracy, league winner. Maybe he got injured tonight. We'll have to monitor the head injury and see what his availability is. But yes, league winner is a little strong, but I'd say very good helping hand to maybe getting what you need to make a push to win. Barkley for Chase, straight up. I'd rather have, if you need a receiver, I'd rather have Chase. If you need a running back, I'd rather have Barkley. They're neck and neck, to be honest with you. They're absolutely fantastic. They're equals. I don't think you could go wrong. It just depends on your desire to fill a certain position. Traded JD5 and Bigsby for Flowers, with Lamar starting. JD5 and Bigsby for Flowers, I think it's a little bit of an overpay. I don't mind you getting Flowers. I know you got Lamar, but the stack doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't get you more points. I think you overpaid a little bit, but I don't hate it. It didn't destroy your team or anything like that. 12-team Superflex, 4-4. Kyler, Darnold, AR5. Najee, Chase Brown, MHJ, Devontae Smith, Worthy, Coleman, Pitts. Any moves? Probably say Jacobs, Najee. I'd probably say Jacobs, Najee, Chase Brown. I'm trying to get that Coleman, one of the tight ends. You got Pitts and Otten. One of those tight ends with Devontae Smith for, a Hill or above. Najee and one of those tight ends for a Kamara or above. Or one of those tight ends and something like Coleman or Worthy or maybe even Chase Brown. One of those tight ends with one of those players I just mentioned to upgrade your QB room slightly. But Darnold's solid. But can you turn Darnold into Mahomes and have Kyler Mahomes and trust in Mahomes? I would do that. Some would rather have Darnold over Mahomes. That's fine too. I understand where you're coming from, but rank your top 12 tight ends. Nick, I can't off the rip. I would just say that, Otten's probably number one. Laporta's probably right there with him for me. I think guys like Otten are in the top 5 or 6. I think, and Njoku, if healthy, would be in that range. I think Kincaid and a bunch of those guys. I mean, off the rip, bro, I don't know that I could give you my top 10 tight ends. I'd waver through that. But I will say, in general, bro, I would probably say, let's see, Bowers, Laporta, Kelsey tied, McBride kind of right there as well. So that, it's really those 4, Kittle right there, those 5, and then it just gets kind of murky. Then it's like, who is it? Is it Ferguson? Is it Kincaid? Does Goddard come back healthy? Does Hawkinson play well enough? Pitts is right there. If in a vacuum, I'd say Bowers, Kelsey, Laporta, McBride, or McBride, Laporta, Kittle. Kittle's always banged up, which is part of why I'm factoring in that I don't know. That's about where I'd go, Nick. It gets really murky at that point. For a super chat, it's a little tough to just crank that out, but I'd say that's the best I could give you right now. 14-team, full PPR, 4 bench, IR. Kyler, Jacobs, Etienne, Ray, Davis, Ford, Otten, Andrews trying to crawl back into the playoffs. Kyler, Jacobs, Etienne, it's a good team. It's just you're struggling at RB. Like, what do you do? Can you get rid of Amari and JSN? Or Otten is probably your answer. Otten or Andrews. I'd probably hold Andrews because he's got less value. Trade Otten and Amari for that RB. Pacheco would be an ideal candidate for you, or you go get Bigsby using Amari, JSN, or Otten. And I think that's possible. I think you could probably get that done. I appreciate you. 12-team, I'm 4-4. Jacobs, Moore versus Brian Robinson, Adams. Jacobs, Moore versus Brian Robinson, Adams. I'd probably say Jacobs and Moore, but pretty close. I mean, you can make arguments there. Appreciate this super chat. Hawkinson and Dobbins, QB, Allen, running back, K9, Achan, let's see. K9, Achan, Dobbins, Allen. Just got Hawkinson and Dobbins. Okay, so JJ, Cup, Tank, Dell, Jennings could get Shakir, Tillman. I like Tillman more. Hawkinson, Kincaid, any moves? Honestly, bro, I like this team a lot. Unless I'm trading Dobbins to upgrade K9 slightly. Unless I'm trading Dobbins to upgrade Tank or Jennings slightly. Hill, DK, Debo, Nico, Kamara, JT, I try and wiggle into one of those players. Ow. Try and wiggle into one of those players using that. But past that, bro, I like your team a lot. PPR, Connor, Tracy, Tank. Connor, Tracy, and Tank or Lad for Monty. Connor, Tracy, and Tank or Connor, Tracy, Lad. I'd rather keep Tank. So Connor, Tracy, Lad for Monty and Nico. Take Monty and Nico and run. I think that's easy, bro. That's light work. Trade Cooper Kupp for JT or Nico. I'd trade Cooper Kupp for either one, probably if I needed a running back, and I'd trade him for Nico straight up just because I like Nico. But depends. If you don't need a running back, keep Kupp over JT. Other moves. No, bro, that's a strong squad. Buying low and selling high is harder as we get through. I look at this team and I say I like it. Unless I'm trading Evans for, in some sort of Nico deal. Like Tank Bigsby and Evans for Nico, or Evans is going to be out a while, so that's something that goes through my mind. But past that, try and work on that trade. Don't trade Barkley. Don't trade Achane. Don't trade Kupp unless you're making that exact trade. Julian, ranked tight ends, Taysom Hill, Laporta, Njoku, Ferguson. Laporta and Njoku, Ferguson, Taysom Hill in that order, and I want Laporta the most by quite a bit. I still think he's an absolute stud. Want Kittle, offered Amari, Ridley, and Chase Brown and Ferguson for Kittle and Mostert. Yeah, I think that could work. You got to give up a lot to get him right now, but he is kind of injury prone. But yeah, I mean, he's staying healthy, struggling 2-6. I like it. If you don't get it done though, bro, Ferguson's fine, and you got a lot of talent there. You can maybe throw Ridley and Brown at something else, But that's a really good team. Should I trade away Gibbs and CD for JJ and K9? Gibbs and CD, no, and Tank, no. Standard league, no. Don't trade. Don't trade. CD Lamb is way more valuable than that, bro. $20 holler from Rain. Rain, appreciate you. 5 and 3 needed trade suggestions. JD5 running back, Achane, Kyron, Jacobs, Jones, Bigsby, Pacheco, JJ, Garrett Wilson, Olave, Neighbors, Laporta, Komet. Any improvements? Really good squad. You guys are throwing a lot of squads that I don't want to make any trades. I love that Jacobs is your running back 3. Aaron Jones or Bigsby or Pacheco with maybe Olave to go get a Hill or greater player. That's what I'm going to tell you to do, Rain. Throw everything at that. Keep making offers using that exact package. Don't touch anything else. 12-team, full PPR, 1 flex, 5 and 3. Do I make any moves? Kyler Murray, Achane, Hunt, Najee, Lamb, Kupp, Brian Thomas, Nico. Love this team as well. The only thing I'm trying to do at all is maybe sell high on Najee, but don't get rid of him for pennies on the dollar. He's playing great. I try and get Pacheco maybe using something. I don't know if I'd trade Najee for Pacheco straight up. Najee's playing great, but maybe you get Pacheco somehow. But this is good. You got Achane, you got Najee and Warren together. You could sit on this team. Maybe go to the Pacheco owner and see if he wants Hunt and get Kyler upgraded slightly, or get BT upgraded slightly. BT and Hunt to Pacheco owner, or trade, BT for Pacheco if you really wanted to go that route. Given he's hurt, Otten and Devontae Smith for Nico. I'd take Nico if you can afford that from the tight end perspective, bro. This one here, 4 and 4, Hurts, Kyron, Gibbs, Kupp, J-Mo, Kincaid. Any moves to make on this team? Hurts, Kyron, Gibbs. No, bro. Hold this squad unless you're trading Chase Brown and J-Mo for like one player, like you're going after Debo, DK, Nico type of player. I love that team. Fantastic squad. 6 and 2 team. Love Gibbs, Cook, JJ, DK, Worthy, Bench, Ridley, Andrews, Coleman. What do I do with the injury prone Love? You got to roll with Love right now, bro. He's still good. He's probably going to play this week. You could try and upgrade or downgrade into Dak. You could try and downgrade into Mahomes. People think that's a downgrade. I would do that. I'd give up a Ridley. I'd give up potentially a Coleman to get that quarterback move. Like go see who views Love as an upgrade over Mahomes. If they do, take Mahomes. Or Dak, Mahomes, Kyler. Those are all players right around his area. Picked up D-Hop 5 weeks ago in stash. Traded boom or bust Xavier Worthy for Deontay, 12 targets per game. Need DJ, trade to the Bucks or Cowboys. Deontay Johnson will probably get traded. So maybe that'll work out for you. I like Worthy more, but that's just me. 12-team, 1 QB. JD5, London, Terry, Shakir, Coleman, Bijan, Jacobs, Brown, Bigsby, Allen, any moves. Probably say Hurts, JD5. Let's see here. This is a 1 QB. You got to trade one of those QBs. One of those QBs with Terry, one of those QBs with Coleman, one of those QBs with Chase Brown, one of those QBs with Bigsby, one of those QBs with, any one of those to get one player, bro. Talking Camaras, we're talking Kenneth Walkers, we're talking Hill, we're talking Debo, DK, Nico. Just keep throwing them at those, bro. That would be an amazing trade for you. 4-4, Murray, Mayfield, Amon-Ra, Connor, Pitts, Ingram. What can I upgrade? I would say probably I'm trying to get into a this is a good team. I mean, you need a receiver. I'd probably try and trade Connor and one of the tight ends for a Hill or a Nico or a Debo or a DK. Appreciate you. And then the final super chat. And then we'll be back tonight. This is going to be a quick recap show, but I will be back tonight. Cup, Mondre, Worthy for Walker, Metcalf. I would take Walker, Metcalf by, I don't want to say quite a bit because it's on the same team and there's some concerns there, but I'd probably take that side. Appreciate you. I'll be back a little bit later tonight. This is just a quick recap show. See you all later tonight. Probably in about maybe, I'd say like an hour and a half, I might be back. Appreciate you all. Don't be late.